Okay, hi. Sorry. I'm actually gonna check right now. Can you guys hear me? Cause my... I'm just gonna, like, I don't even want to start my intro just yet. What the heck? Hello? Am I here? Hello? Is it better? Put a 1 in chat once you hear me. Oh no. 1. Oh. Oh. It's just going a smidge crazy. Ugh. Whatever. That's what I should get myself for my birthday this year. I should get myself a new Wi-Fi card. God. Ugh. Yeah, everybody reload. Reload, see if it works. Lag dodging stream. Ugh, sucks. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what's that. When's my birthday? It's next week, Thursday. You can hear. Okay, everybody okay? Everyone around? Everyone chill? Okay. Okay, good enough. Alright, everybody. Hi. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what was going on there, but, you know, here we are. Hello. Thank my terrible internet, which is actually not that bad. It's genuinely just my PC, so I'm like, I think it is something to do with my Wi-Fi card. To which then I'm like, you should, like, figure out why your Ethernet isn't working. And I'm like, I should probably do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ugh. Whatever. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to stream today. Sorry, I didn't do my normal intro. I'm frantic. I'm not used to streaming on Sundays, so hello, Sunday people. And I got really distracted before stream because I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot I'm streaming. Oh well. It's okay. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Today, as the title says, we are going to be drawing, we're going to be designing an outfit together. And if I remember correctly, the last time I saw the community post, we were going to be doing, what do you call it? Last time I saw the community post, we were going to be doing a Y2K, well, not necessarily Y2K, but an alt outfit, together. Somebody fact check me if that's correct. It's weird to see you on a Sunday. It's also weird to be here on a Sunday. But yes. Before we get into it. Still alt? Okay, thank you. Before we get into it, though, y'all know the drill. Because if you didn't know, our growing community is filled with tons of art nerds, and we art nerds have to stick together. So if you're an art nerd too, be sure to check the links to our social media in the description below, and check out our website for our class offerings, where you can get critique, guidance, and encouragement from our instructors, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we are a school of illustration. I also want to personally thank our incredible Patreon and YouTube members who support us in making free arts education content. Members get access to tons of perks like exclusive chats with our creators, weekly live critiques on Discord, class recordings, digital art working files from our streams, and discounts on live programs that have a limited amount of spots. So if you want to help support the channel or accelerate your learning, consider becoming a member. Alright. Okay, we're not that behind. Ugh. Now I'm just gonna be, like, paranoid for the rest of stream. Just because I'm like, hello, are we here? Before we get into the illustration part, make this quick. Because we have our rushing because I didn't really have time to put the names down on everything, and I apologize profusely for that. That is Elomika. Elomika. In the, oh no. Ugh. I don't think I'm back. Are we back? No, I don't think we are. Hang on. Ugh. Hang on.
Is it you? Is it you who's being obnoxious and won't listen to me?
Genuinely, I am going to, like, kick something. Ugh. Is it catching up? Try powering off your PC, maybe? I'm kind of just worried that, like, I'm gonna have to... Because I'm like, I won't be ending stream, but if I restart... Type a 1 in chat when you hear this. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. That's awesome. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm back. Kenny, what makes you think that me being in Australia would change how my internet is? One. Ugh! That's like a minute and a half! Oh, God. Ugh. Please. I really shouldn't. That's fantastic. Hello? Hello? Type a 1 in chat when you can hear me. Oh my God, thank God. Let's hope it lasts. Hello, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Hang on, let me just ping the stream channel again. Let's hope it lasts. Are we okay? What the? What the? Hello? Refresh! Am I back? What is going on? What is happening? Yes, are we back now? Refresh if it's not caught up enough. Bro! Okay. Love Sundays. She's never gonna take another one, genuinely. Okay. No longer allowed to stream on Sundays because of this, genuinely. Okay. Okay. Refresh and hit a 1 in chat if you can hear me now. One. Okay. There we go. That should be better. Ugh. Okay. I'm so sorry to everybody who submitted. We have already wasted 20 minutes. I am not going to waste any more. Regardless, though, on the Discord, please submit your work if you want to be submitted for Sunday streams. This time around, it is crocodile. This time around, this month we are doing like summer outfits, so make sure that you submit on Discord if you want your stuff to be featured on streams. I apologize, I'm not doing it now because we have wasted far too much time, and we should be doing something else by now. I don't think it's a waste of time. I'm just like, I know how much time we have now, and I am like, knowing what I have to do for stream today, I'm like, I will not have enough time to do it. So I apologize deeply. We are going into the lesson immediately. Yeah, I'm so sorry. We're getting into the content of stream faster, but you know. Oh, okay. Maybe there can be a part 2. No, we have streams planned already. We have streams planned for the entire year. Okay. Hello, Bread Pandas. Happy to see you again. As the stream title suggests, we're going to be talking about how to design an outfit today. So we're jumping straight into it. Ugh, okay. I'm probably going to cut this lesson a bit down as well, just because, like, there's some things in here I don't think I need to say. I haven't even saved this file yet. This is a mess. So sorry, everybody. It's only been like 10 minutes. It's been almost 30, actually. It's been 21. Okay. Can't wait to make a good outfit for one of my characters. Yeah, man. Alright, so, putting together an outfit. I actually got requests to do this, not only in streams, but, like, in my own classes as well. They're like, Jessie, can we learn about how to draw an outfit? So I went off and researched for my mentorship students, exclamation point classes. I researched for them, So I have a lesson prepared, and I already taught it, so it's like I have notes from that class previously, so I can teach it to you guys now. So putting together an outfit is actually very similar to the elements and principles of design, right? The main things that you want to think about are your color, your proportion, your unity, and your variety, right? When we're putting together an outfit, it's actually very similar to like collage and stuff like that. It's a very similar way of thinking. So let me break it down for you. If you listen to Jessie Jane didn't have the MediBang hair, I have not used MediBang since like the early days of Wayne Campus, and it's like peek behind the curtain. It like MediBang was not my favorite program. Like I didn't mind it for a beginner's program. It was definitely pretty good, but I'm like as somebody who's been using really advanced programs for a long time, I was always like, I don't like how these brushes handle. You can't import brushes from anywhere either. It's just always like, you know. Kirby cursor? Yeah, OBS doesn't pick it up, but he's walking. So, like, if you become a member, see the Discord streams, you might be able to see him walking. Alright, so color. First point about color is that all undertones should match. Right? For those of you who do makeup, you understand what an undertone is immediately, right? So when you have undertones in your colors, a cool blue, so let's say like a cool blue plus a cool neutral, that is good, right? Cool blue would be like this is like a cool blue versus like a cold neutral, so then like maybe it would be like that, right? Those two together are good. Say if I had this cold blue plus a warm neutral, that looks less good, right? You can kind of see the difference immediately if I put the two together, right? The warm neutral versus the cold neutral, right? And you immediately are like, oh, these two look a lot better than these two, right? Your undertones are very, very important. So even warm colors have cool undertones, right? Let's take this orange, right? If we have an orange, let's say we have a cool warm toned color, right? So having a cooler neutral looks better with this one. If we have a warm toned color, a warm neutral looks better with this one. Right? And you can just have like a true neutral with this one if you wanted. Right? But you notice how like the cool neutral, even though it is a warm color, it has a cool undertone. So the things that have cool undertones look pretty good together. Right? An undertone, by the way, if we were to look on the color wheel really quickly, let's change this to a wheel for you. Right? I'm pretty sure we understand what our cool colors versus our warm colors are, right? We have our cool colors over here and our warmer colors over here, right? Green is kind of in the middle, pink is kind of in the middle, pink, well, this is magenta. But if we, for instance, have, like, orange is a really good example because it's really easy to see the warm versus the cool, right? What I like to do is it's like I look at what is the quickest path to each one, right? So what is the quickest path to the cold, to this blue over here? It is going through the red. So if we want this orange to be colder, we're going closer to the red, The quickest path to it getting warmer, i.e. this yellow, is through the yellow, of course. So we're going to make it go closer to the yellow to make it a warmer toned color. Right? This is also how we pick colors for our illustrations, just in general. It's how we make things have more unity or harmony within our colors, is we make sure they are all cool toned or warm toned. It really helps with making that sort of illustration. So that's your first thing that you want to think of in terms of color. So all undertones should match. How am I? I am stressed now. I'm just kind of riding off of the high of being stressed at this point. But I'm like now just kind of locked in, trying to do this quick, because this is not a short lesson. Like this is not a short lesson. Right, number 2 is that complementary colors make for bolder looks. Right? If we use complementary colors next to each other, it makes for a very bold, very strong look. Why is this so big? Oh, it's because this is just a really big file. I didn't size it. Ugh! I didn't size it beforehand. Okay, hang on. So sorry. I didn't size the canvas before I did this. I usually shrink it so it doesn't, so the data doesn't get crazy. Okay, this should be easier to handle now. It's all planned. Don't think otherwise. Don't lie to the people, Kevin. Okay, but yes, complementary colors make for bolder looks, right? I'm pretty sure we understand what complementary colors are. We look on the color wheel, right? These are colors that are directly across from each other. Even though this is RGB, I'm just gonna keep this out. Even though this is RGB, right? It is still close enough. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's still close enough to the CMY, where you can work with this. CMY is the more the contemporary artist's wheel. It's a more modern ideation of what colors should be, right? So our yellow, our magenta, and cyan are now our primary colors, right? So if we wanted to have the complementary color of cyan, I'm actually not going to hurt your eyes too much for this one. If we wanted the complementary color for cyan, we would go with something red, right? And of course, we don't always want to have them at full brightness both times, right? My personal favorite is if we have a really deep cyan, a really deep sort of dark cyan, then a nice bold red. You could of course have it the other way as well, if you wanted that discordance. If you want a really nice sort of bright teal and then a deep dark maroon, this is also a very popular combination, right? But they make for much bolder looks. Let's go for this one instead. If we went with something monochromatic by comparison to complementary, right? This feels a lot bolder. This is much more of a statement piece by comparison to this, which is a safer option, right? Similar idea to this, if we kept up this cyan and then made this just monochromatic, right, by comparison to complementary, this one feels a lot bolder, a lot brighter by comparison to the other one. All right. Can I make this shorter, please? Oh my god, listen to me, please. Alright, so complementary colors make for bolder looks. I'm actually gonna skip 2 of these points. We don't need those right now. Next part that we're going to be talking about is proportion. This is arguably the most important part. I think this is also my favorite part because not only does it work with illustration, it works with you. If you are struggling to figure out how to put together outfits, if you as a person are like, I don't know how to put together outfits, this is like the #1 thing you want to think about. This is like one of those things where it's like, oh, this will actually just help me. It certainly helped me. Something that I was like, I didn't realize I knew, but it's like, oh, I guess I do have to think about this kind of thing. CMYK wheel has been used for printing for almost a really long time, though. For printing, yes. For traditional painting, not so much. The contemporary, when I also say contemporary artist's palette, it was started being used in around maybe the 70s. You say contemporary, it's weird. Modern art started in like the 1600s or 1500s. Contemporary art started in the mid 1900s to early 1900s, right? So it's very like, when I say recent, I mean within the last like 200 years. Within the last 100, 200 years is when we started using like CMY and started recognizing it as a more modern idea of a color palette by comparison to RYB. All right, so it's not like it's like new by like today's standards, but it is new in terms of just art as a whole. Okay, it's proportion. All right, so proportion, right? Outfits have proportions to feel the most put together, right? You want to divide your outfits into thirds, right? If you didn't know that, right? So your ratios that you should have for the main parts of your outfit should be 1 to 1 to 1, 1 to 2, or 2 to 1. Right? I'm just going to copy paste this because it's faster, right? So imagine if we have somebody who has like a pleated skirt and a big jacket and like a mock neck on, like tucked into the skirt, right? This outfit is considered your ideal outfit, quote unquote, because it has all 3 of these ratios within the outfit. And it is based on just where each garment of clothing ends, quote unquote. So let's say we have the first one, right? This first one section, right? Which is the top here. Our next section is the end of the skirt, and our next section is the end of the coat, right? That is 1 to 1 to 1. 1 to 2, we have the end of our top and the end of our coat as a ratio of our thirds. And we also have 2 to 1 if we have the bottom of our skirt and the bottom of our coat, right? So these ratios are things that you want to pay attention to. Of course, you don't have to have all 3 of these within the outfit, but that is the ideal. That is what you want when you're putting together some kind of outfit. You could always also have just like a 1 to 2. Let's say if we had just a person who was there who had like this is kind of how I dress a lot. I like to do 1 to 2 because 1 to 2 makes your legs look a little longer. So an outfit that I've been doing recently is like a front tied bohemian top with the bell sleeves and leaving the midriff open and a maxi skirt. That tends to be what I've been doing recently, right? And if we divided this up into our ratios, it is 1 to 3. Well, it's more like this, 1 to 3 or 1 to 2. Right? And if I wanted to make this one 1 to 1 to 1 as well, I could throw over like a shawl of some kind as well to add another dividing line to make this 1 to 1 to 1 as well, if I wanted to. Can I model this outfit for us? No, these clothes are in the wash right now, so I can't wear it. But yes. Right, so we have outfits have proportions to feel the most put together. So we want to look at these thirds while we do that. A shawl. Like, less of a shawl, more, that was not the word that I meant to use. Like, I have another accessory that would go well with it. It's like a lace cardi. I guess it would be a shawl or some kind. Regardless. Like, that would be what you would put together with that, just because that is the style of clothing. Clothing styles are a whole other thing, and we're actually not going to get into that. Let me write that down best. The number one thing that you want to do, though, is you want to avoid halves. And the best ways that you can avoid halves is you can accessorize. Tuck in the top. Layering. Or even color. And once again, I'm going to copy paste from my original notes, because I don't want to draw this again. Right? So if we've got this normal guy McGee on the left here, right, just a t-shirt and pants, right, this is a 1-to-1 ratio where it is halves, right? Doesn't look great. You look boring, you look like an average Joe, you're annoying, right? You can really make this easy with a 1-to-2 ratio by just tucking in this shirt. And that immediately gives you a much nicer ratio because odd numbers are more visually appealing. This is a principle of balance. This is something that we think of with balance as well, right? Because we want odd numbers to be more visually appealing. What is my clothing style? I'm so plain. You can change it. You can change that now. Baggy clothing tends to be a 2-to-1 ratio. If you have somebody, that was very popular with Y2K and altwear. If we have somebody who has really, really baggy, let's say they have a really, really baggy, like, hoodie, like this, and then they've got pants like this, that is 2-to-1. And it gives a longer torso look. It gives a longer torso and shorter leg look, which some people like. And if they want to, like, have them more, like, I guess, cutesy sort of look, you'll not wear baggy pants with this. Like, if you want more cutesy instead of street, they won't wear baggy pants with this, and instead will wear, like, shorts or, like, a skirt that kind of peeks out underneath to be interesting with our shapes as well. Trans mask fit, so true. Alright. Next portion. All right, our unity and our variety, right? This is what I lied. Apparently we are actually talking about our, like, actual fashion styles, right? Unity and variety is understanding the style that you are going for. Very similar to an actual art style. Fashion styles have rules, right? Very similar to like an art style, right? If we are drawing, say, like an anime art style, we're used to like bigger eyes, slightly longer limbs, right? Stuff like that, right? Fashion is very similar to that, right? Let's say we're going with techwear. Techwear uses a lot of color blocks. We have a lot of mono or duochromatic colors. It's not very colorful, right? Techwear has a lot of zippers. We've got a lot of layering with techwear. Got a lot of buckles, right? That kind of thing, right? Let's say if we're going with Bohemian, Bohemian has a lot of warm, earthy tones, right? A lot of loose fits by comparison to tighter fitting clothing, right? A lot of flowy patterns, a lot of very bold, bright patterns as well, that stay within that kind of earthy tone. Goth alt, we've got a lot of dark tones. We're also working kind of either mono or achromatic, right? A lot of tighter clothing, belts, studs, usually silver accented rather than gold, right? Fashion styles are very similar to art styles. We look at a fashion style, we look at an art style, and we understand what the name of that style is, right? It is the exact same principle. So you want to research and you want to notice patterns within fashion work, right? What about downtown? The thing that is part of infrastructure? I'm pretty sure... I don't think that's a fashion style. Are you talking about street? Don't go downtown, but I like going downtown. Toronto is fun. Alright. But that's essentially with unity and variety. But here, for all of you visually plain people as well, here's a TLDR. Of building an outfit. Alright, so the TLDR of building an outfit. These are our last points. I'm sorry, my handwriting sucks today. But number one is to pick a statement or a main piece to build an outfit around, right? You're starting with one article of clothing that you want to wear, right? And you're like, okay, I'm going to build my outfit around this one, right? So you check what colors the thing is made of. Is it cool or warm tones? How much pattern does it got, right? What fashion style is it from, right? Then you're going to pick approximately 2 other items. You can pick more as well. You can pick less, whatever you want. You more likely want more than less. So for instance, let's say you pick your statement piece was a top, and then you're going to pick a bottom of some kind, like pants, skirt, whatever, and then a jacket, perhaps. Or let's say your statement or your main piece is a dress, right? Maybe you want to pick a layer underneath the dress and then pick a layer over the dress as well. Layer under, it could be a shirt, it could be nylons, it could be leggings, it could be whatever you're thinking, right? And then a layer over, cardigan, jacket, something like that. Number 3 is to style it. Maybe you want to tuck things in, maybe you want to tie things off, maybe you want to button or unbutton some things, right? Figure out what it is that you want, what kind of mood you're going for. And then number 4 is to accessorize, whether that's adding jewelry, whether that's adding belts, scarves, etc. More things to add to the visual interest of your outfit itself. All right? So that is your TLDR. Handwriting sucks. Today it does. It's really messy. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. I condensed this like crazy. I speed ran that, did that whole lesson in like 30 minutes. Normally this lesson is supposed to be an hour-long lesson, by the way. Usually I say a lot more, so I apologize that you guys got this really condensed version. But I gotta design an outfit, so, and you guys so happened to choose the most complicated one, so I needed to give myself enough time. Today we're going to be working with an alternative Y2K/punk outfit. These guys are known for accessorizing in silver, having a crazy amount of layers, and just going absolutely bonanza with the details. So I'm like, I gotta get to this part quick. It sounds difficult. It's not too bad, but it's fun. Like, I will say, it's very fun to do. Part of me was kind of hoping that you guys would get curious and pick cybercore, but I'm like, never mind. That's okay. Cybercore outfits, I've done enough for Neptune anyway, so. We are going to be working with my Pokemon D&D character as well, because this is the kind of style that she would go for. If we are, like, depending on what you guys chose with the poll, it would change which character I drew. So the first option, which was streetwear, was going to be a new character that I'm going to be playing, but now you guys don't get to see her. The Y2K alt was going to be Neptune, and then the last 2 options were going to be Corn. So you had a 50% chance of getting Corn, and you happened to get Neptune. Pokemon D&D, yeah. My partner is the DM for that campaign. Neptune is I don't talk about her much, just because Neptune's, like, I talk about Corn all the time because Corn's entire backstory was revealed. Neptune's has not been revealed yet, so I don't really, just out of fear of me accidentally slipping up, I don't really talk about her as much. But I love playing Neptune. She is, like, the opposite of Corn. She's very mellow, very quiet, kind of keeps to herself, likes making music. The pale character with the doll joints? No, that's Etalon. That would have been the girl that I drew if you guys picked the first option. Corn was indeed gonna be haute couture. Yeah, I was gonna, yeah, for the last 2 options it would have been Corn. Corn, little creature with a triangular head. Yeah, he's my Dragonborn. One for the first option later. I don't believe I can. I don't have enough time. Really sad it didn't win. It's okay. Draw so efficiently. Yeah, I am. This is the part where I know I can do it fast. Like, just the body. Just because I draw Neptune all the time. She's the youngest of the party. I'm like, Etalon, when I finally get to play her, she will be the first, like, long campaign character that I've played that's, like, older than 15. Which is kind of strange to think about, because, like, most of my characters are adults, but none of my long campaign characters are. Which is like, no, okay, no, that's not true. I just thought about that sentence for 5 seconds longer. No, Corrin is older than 15. Physically, he's older than 15. How often do you draw without being for a stream? Well, art is my full-time job, so daily. If it is not for stream, then I'm working on a commission. If it's not for a commission, then it's stuff outside of stream for Wing Canvas. Like, maybe it's classes, or it's, like video assets or whatever. This is too big of a body for her. She is smaller than this. I'm so used to drawing out like adults. It's so like weird to get back into like small, like the smaller, younger body. It's like I got really used to it when I was younger, and then like I grew back out of it as I became an adult, and I'm like, man, gotta remember how to do this. Do I ever draw for myself? Of course. Usually when I draw for myself, it's like little doodles. If you want to see some doodles that I did recently of corn and scribs. It's like stuff like this is like, oh, bad word. Stuff like this is like what I draw for myself is just little tiny doodles. I was like, I'm trying to remember if there are not nice words in there. Suck at drawing kids. It's not that I like I just overcomplicated, I think. Like I am like kids and like teenagers just have like a different body proportion and different facial proportion. I need to remember how it goes. Neptune herself is just a little bit complicated sometimes. Ethelon is going to be very complicated to get used to, though. Doodles, keywords for secretly good art. Okay, Y2K, goth, punk. It's kind of alt clothing. Forgive me, I have done this kind of clothing style a lot, so I'm actually not going to look up reference. I'm doing this all off the top of my noggin for today, because I want to get through this quick. Where do I go to commission? Your commissions are currently open. Don't listen to Kevin. Don't go to my Instagram. The most up-to-date version of my commissions, if you're in the Discord, it's really easy to find through the link in my bio, or if you have Twitter, that's another way to find them. But yeah, my link tree has most of my information on it. I should really add a link to my actual, like, commission sheets as well. But yes, they are currently open at this time. I just opened slightly cheaper commissions because I want to do a more experimental commission type. It's like a full illustration for like $60, which I think is pretty good. Listen to Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. But yeah, no, if you go on to if you go onto Discord, yeah, you'll be able to find it there. I need it, yeah. But yeah, my current $60 commissions are open. It's like you just need to ask about it and like I can give info. I am currently just looking for people to commission me for it so I can have examples for other people. Dr. Eggman canonically calls it X. I've seen that clip. It's like, I think X is pretty neat. Oh, you would. I love that clip so much. It's so funny. Outfit am I making? I'm doing something goth or alt with a Y2K thing. Let's see. Never mind, I'm looking up references. I thought I could do it off the top of my noggin. It turns out I can't. Because this is not a fashion style I'm actually super familiar. Like, I'm familiar with it, but I'm not familiar with it, if you catch my drift, you know? I'm like, yeah, I can do it, but, like, not great off the top of my head, because there's just so much, like, accessorizing and stuff like that. Those of you wondering, oh my god, Jessie, this is like the messiest sketch ever. How are you gonna be able to see through this? Don't worry. I always can. Go to your Discord or Instagram or where? Either, like, maybe not Instagram, just because Instagram is not the most up-to-date. Best bet is either going through the link in my bio, through Discord, or going to Twitter. Off-shoulder jackets are my jam. Yeah, man. It's the half zipped up hoodie. It's kind of what's going on here. Do I dare draw demonias? You bet I do. Kind of a half-baked version of a demonia, I guess. Yeah, granola! What channel is it? It's not in a channel. So you have to go to my profile on the Discord and, like, click on it. That's how you... There'll be a link in there. Another way to do it is just... What is it? I'm leaving it on screen for like 10 seconds and then I'm deleting it. That's the link. linktr.ee/television. That is my commissions sheet and that is my commissions info. The commission sheet can be found through that. The full sheet will be available on Twitter, but my commissions info is available through a Google document. So, and it's gone until the VOD comes back. Yeah, I do commissions a lot. It's just like I do a lot of commissions for like streamers, mostly Pokemon streamers. But yeah, I just finished a bigger one for a Pokemon streamer, and then I have another one lined up for a different streamer, and then I have one that I'm working on for my partner as well. I will say, like, my $60 commissions are really cheap. They are, by comparison to the rest of my commissions. I'm just, like, just as a preface. $60, I think, are my cheapest commission that I have available right now. Yeah, I just finished this one for somebody. For a friend of mine. I love doing his commissions. He always does, like, really cool background stuff. And then I have one that I'm currently working on for my partner, because I'm just my partner's personal artist at this point. Which I'm okay with. I think it's 48? Nope, that's his new PNG tuber. 47 then? Nope, that's his new layout. 46? Yeah, there we go. I have this background that I'm gonna have to finish as well, because he has a new starting soon coming up. So I'm gonna be lining this one and coloring it and whatever. That's gonna be a fun one to do as well. Do I ever do reference sheets for characters? Yes. That's a lot of money though. I do like doing reference sheets. My personal favorite to do are monster designs. Just because I love making big, like, what do you call it? I love making big, like, stuff like this. like having notations and like notes and whatever. I just did a really big commission that I love so much, but I can't share it publicly yet. But it's awesome. But stuff like this, where it's like there's notes off to the side. This is a really old one. But stuff where there's like notes off to the side for like critters and monsters, those are my favorites. This is another one that's a little bit more recent. Just having like notes and like different angles for things and what it looks like when things are opened and closed with the big monster illustration in the center. Ugh, my favorite. I love doing stuff like this. Super, super fun. Used to do commissions for like 80 Robux, $2. No! That's criminal. I don't think I've ever charged for less than $20. Like, now that I grew up with artists, so they're just like, don't you dare. How much are busts or half bodies? Busts are usually around 60 minimum. Half bodies are 80 minimum, if I remember correctly. That's 80 USD, 60 USD, for those wondering. How long would it take you to do a reference sheet generally? It depends. So it depends on, like, what kind of, like, what level of detail you want for it. Like, if you wanted, like, multiple angles, if you wanted them labeled and stuff like that, those kind of commissions are rarely under $200. Rarely. And it's like those, like, I think actually for a reference sheet, I wouldn't charge under 200. It would probably be minimum like 250. Just based on, like, if you wanted multiple angles and, like, notes and stuff like that. Especially if I am designing the character for you. Like, that's a lot of money. That's because I'm getting used to it. There's 3 different angles plus 6 faces with different emotions. If you charge anything lower than $300 for that, I'm finding you. I'm kidding. I won't find you. But don't charge any less than $300. Alright? Because imagine the amount of hours you have to do on that. That is 3 full bodies plus 6 faces. Think of the amount of hours that you are working on that. Now think of your minimum wage in whatever country you're working in. And now you should never be working minimum wage for your work. You should at least be working like $10 more than minimum wage if you are not a beginner. Even if you are a beginner, you should at least be working $5 more than minimum wage, right? And if you are working $4, let's say if you take Canadian minimum wage, I think that's $16. If you take $16, multiply that by, let's say, 4 hours, right? Let's get a calculator out. 16 multiplied by 4, minimum wage, that is minimum $64. And you should not be charging minimum wage for yourself. If you are not a beginner artist, you should add at least $10 more, so $26 times 4 hours is $104, and then you need to also account for how much, if you went to school, how long you've been doing this for, it's like what kind of resources you need, stuff like that. And that is if it is $4. And that is if it is 4 hours, right? American minimum wage is $7.25. That's disgusting. I hate hearing how low American minimum wage is in, like, a lot of your, like, states. I'm just like, I hate that. How do you part the clothes for a tail? Depends. So, I have a character... excellent question. I have a character that I did that for. Where did I put this one? Is it in Crows? It is. So with this character, his name is Pierce. This is, for those who don't know, this is Corn's dad. So Pierce is my partner's character. Pierce has a tail now, as the campaign went down. So how his thing works is there is just like a... For the pants, there's a hole with a button fastener that goes over top and kind of rests on top of the tail. This sort of drapey surcoat thing also drapes on top of the tail. And then we have a belt that sort of hides and fastens everything together with these 2 little, like, hip pauldron thingies just sort of on the sides that also sort of meld and put everything together. Corn is spelled with a C. But yeah, no, it depends on what kind of character you want. Clothing for wings, just use a really low back. Like, if you have, like, a high up here, You would need like a really, really low back if you want all the feathers to kind of poke through. That kind of thing. There he is. Hello, Crow. There he is. There's Pierce's player. Everybody point. Everybody point at Scarecrow sketch and say perceived. That's Pierce's player. Everybody point at him and say perceived. I don't know what skill level I would consider myself, to be honest. I feel like I have a lot to learn, but would I really consider myself a beginner? You specifically, Quinn, I would not consider you a beginner. What would I get you to charge? Especially where you are. Just where you're based. I would say to do that $10 more than minimum. Like, I charge, I think, $20 an hour over minimum wage over here. But like where you are, I would say maybe like $10, $15 over minimum wage. Yeah, $15 an hour where you are. Yeah, no, I know that, but I digress. It's same difference. 4 hours editing. It's about 3 at some point. I got Cubone's nails. That's fine. That's still productive. Okay, so that means you can go start streaming now. I don't know what I consider myself either. That is something that somebody has to decide for you. It's one of those things where you are going to have to, like, take a professional's opinion on it and be like, hey, it's like, what do you think I should charge for my level of work, kind of thing. Neptune's expression is a mood. This is how she always is. This is genuinely just always how Neptune looks. Like, she is very monotone. Playing Neptune is very different by comparison to playing Corn. Like, if I play Corn, like... Oh, hang on, I need water.
When I play Corn, it's very like, hey, how's it going? It's really good to see you. It's like, it's very, like, energetic, and I have to, like, you know, be, like, really poppy, really up there, you know? How's it going, dog?
Stuff like that. It's very much... Neptune is more like this. Like, if I'm talking like Neptune, it's very, like... Hi. No, I don't really want to talk to you, sorry. I don't really feel like being involved. Right, it's very different. There's the two characters are very different from one another. It's really fun to play the two of them, just because of how different they are. Corn is very fun to play. I love playing them both. Corn is really fun to play. Neptune is really fun to play. It's just the difference between the two of them is like night and day. Just as like how they act as characters. Like if you imagine like a 14-year-old who like lives off of like Kraft Dinner, Doritos, and Mountain Dew, like that's essentially what Neptune is. And Corn is like, if you imagine the neighbor's kid who eats dirt, that's kind of what Corn is. Is Chat on Neptune's Pokemon? I don't think so. I might draw her with Snare, though. We'll see how much time we have left. Neptune feels like one of those characters who'll rip you inside out with an insult that keeps you up at 3 a.m. Yeah. She's not very witty, but, like, no, you know what? Corn is that kind of kid, but he won't do it intentionally. The most recent session, they were explaining, like, why people read romance novels to Corn, because Corn is very, like, he's young, and he doesn't really understand that kind of concept. And, like, one of the other characters was like, oh, it's so people can, you know, like, experience, like, the thrill of romance, right? And Corn was like, well, if you want to experience that, why don't you just, like, close the book and go outside? And, like, one of our players' characters is just really into romance novels. She just had the 1,000 yards. It's so funny. He didn't, like, mean to insult anybody. It's his genuine question. He's just like, why don't you just, like, I don't know, if you want to experience romance, go out, go and do it. Love this Corn voice. It's so fun to do. Neptune a human? Yes, she is a human. She's part of the Pokemon campaign, so she is just a person. Corn is a dragonborn, so Corn is part of a more classic D&D campaign. So he is like a young dragonborn, but Neptune is just a human. Neptune is just a human. 14. They hate him because he spoke the truth. Neptune has 6 Pokemon. She's the only one without a shiny. I want a shiny! I want my... I'm so undecided because, like, Ray has offered to let me use the shiny charm because I'm the only one without a shiny. But I'm like, I don't know what I would want. Can I speak in Corn's voice for the rest of the stream?
I'll be 100% honest with you. It's hard to speak in this voice, like, in campaign already. So I don't think I could do it for that long. But, like, it would be kind of funny to do a stream just in Corn's voice.
It'd be pretty funny. Shiny charm is too easy. No, but listen. None of the Pokemon I want are ever shiny. Gotta be some ironic Pokemon for the character given this is Jessie. Oh yeah, no. Neptune is very unenergetic. Her starter is a hyper-energetic Blitzel, who is now a very energetic Zebstrika. Tempo is... I love Tempo so much. He's like an ADHD dog. It's so funny. Would it be a corny stream then? Thank you. That was good. Caught a shiny Wooper and named him Markiplier. Tempo evolved. Yeah, Tempo evolved a while ago, actually. Tempo, my most recent evolution was my Metang, who was a Beldum, and then he evolved into a Metang. His name is Espressivo, but we all just call him Sivo because it's easier. Neptune's Pokemon are all, like, the naming theme is just all after, like, musical stuff. So, like, there's Tempo, there's Sivo, there's Staccato, whose nickname is Sticky. There's Sharp, there's Snare, there's Trill. Oh my god, am I forgetting anybody? Tempo, Snare, Sharp, Trill, Sivo, Staccato. No, that's all. 6. There we go. Any of our party have fighting types? Yes. Hino, who is my best friend's character, her starter was a Torchic, who is now a Combuskin. Neptune is the most evolved Pokemon of the campaign. Let's go! Babe, remind me, does anybody else have fighting types? I genuinely can't remember. I think the most amount of types that are on our crew are, like... Ooh, actually, that's hard. I think it's water types, which is, like, kind of normal. Vulcan Clutch! Yes, Clutch, who's Cantor's... Cantor's Stuffle. Yeah. I'm so caught up flailing around trying to design out my D&D character when I missed the stream starting. Hello, welcome in. That's okay. The beginning of stream was a hot mess, so you didn't miss too much. Yeah, water types are the most common typing. Neptune's thing as well is, like, I wanted to get her a bunch of Pokemon that start out pretty small and then evolve into something really big. So, like, the two things that, like, break that are Tempo, but Tempo is, like, a bigger Zebstrika than normal. And then, Trill, who is an Archon, because Archeops is not that large. But Snare is a Whirlipede, who will eventually become a Scolipede, which is, like, 10 feet tall. Sivo is a Metang, which will eventually become a Metagross. Staccato, or Sticky, he is a Goomy, a Yumean Goomy, because the region that we're in is homebrewed, so he's a design made by me. He's gonna be like 10 feet tall as well. And then Sharp is a Croconaw currently, who will eventually become a Feraligatr, right? Very big. So I want all my Pokemon to be really, really large, because I think it's funny. Because, Neptune herself is very little. She's like 5'1". She is very short, so I'm like, I want, like, all her Pokemon to be huge. Gummy is the name of a Vocaloid. Yeah, I like Gummy. I have like one song with Gummy, but like I like Gummy's voice. Short King. She is little. She is the youngest of the party, so. But I also just wanted her to be really short. Neptune's still taller than me. That's okay. She looks like she'd rock a Grimmsnarl or Toxicity. Sucks I don't like either of those Pokemon that much. My partner loves Grimmsnarl, and he wanted to give one of us an Impidimp really bad, so he gave it to the DMPC. Because none of us really like that line. 4 fire types and 4 water types. Most of the fire types are with Hino. Of course they're with Hino. She's the fire type specialist. Try to give him Impidimp. I don't like Impidimp. He's ugly. I don't want him. He's ugly. I mean, I don't hate Toxicity. I'm just like, I don't really love him, I guess. Also too small. It's not big enough. Neptune react to physical attraction. You want to see my pride illustrations that I did with Neptune and Corn? I actually only posted it to the members chat. If you want to see more of my art, I actually post some of my art to, like, outside of... I post my art that is outside of Wayne Canvas to the members chat a lot more. Yeah, Neptune is Arrow Ace. I'm romance repulsed. She does not like people. Corin is trans, female to male. Yippee! But yeah, this is the pride illustration for this year. Yeah, Neptune is romance repulsed. She does not vibe with any of that. Corin is trans, female to male. So it's my funny little trans lizard. I love them both. They're very fun to play. Fellow trans ace, I approve. Yes, sir. Happy Pride. 4 fire, 4 water, and 4 ground. I see. Give them a forehead kiss. Corn would accept that. Neptune would not. Neptune would, like, it's like that thing where it's like the one person is like, I want to give you affection kind of thing, and the other person is like, hand on the forehead. No, don't come close to me. This is Neptune. Like, Corn would just be like, okay, you know, he's all right with it. You gotta tell me what happened? Alright, Quinn, lay it on me. What's going on? My cat outside with my mom, and some guy walked up to us and pointed to the American flag and started talking about, oh. With the pride. Whoop! So true. Yeah, stick it to him. She let me give her something like flowers and maybe candy. Her thumb is about as green as a tomato. So flowers, she would like accept them and then be like, take care of this. And like they would be dead within like a week. She would gladly take candy though. Again, that girl lives off of like Mountain Dew and like a family pack of Doritos and like can live in a cave her whole life and she would be content. Like, I said her favorite food is, like, homemade deep dish pizza. Like, Neptune, I had her be from, Castilia City. So, like, the New York City equivalent in Pokemon, essentially. Yeah. She lives in a high-rise and just does not interact with people. Yeah, don't take candy from strangers, though. What breed of cat should I make my cat folk? What kind of catfolk are we talking? Are we talking like just like a general catfolk, or are we talking about like a fur, or are we talking about a tabaxi, or what are we? Because this changes the answer. I love Nimbasa. Nimbasa was my favorite, dude. I love the theme of Nimbasa City. Pathfinder? Okay, so tabaxi. Make them some kind of house cat. A Bombay cat. Also, don't follow Pokemon around the world at the age of 10. Neptune's 14, so she's good. Yeah, as we can see, you know, it's the 1 to, this is like more like a, yeah, like a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 kind of thing. Or it's like a 1 to 2 almost. Like a 1 to 2 kind of split with this one, right? With the ratios. We're keeping this really, really high up. This almost can count as like one whole piece. Which makes us a bit stronger. We could also count this as a 1 to 1 to 1 as well, with the top of the boots by comparison to the bottom of the skirt. Yeah, this is either like a 1 to 2 or like a 1 to 1 to 1. So not all 3, just 2 of them, which is totally fine. You don't need to have all 3 ratios if you can't include all of them, but having at least 2 in there is ideal. Hello, Swaru Snow. New here, we talk about a lot of D&D and draw a lot. Welcome to Art Channel. Wayne Canvas, School of Illustration. Yippee! Hooray! Exclamation point classes. We offer those. Summer camp coming up as well. Heyo. Still need to finish my recordings. That's okay. I've got time. I will be offering an asynchronous comics course for those who want to take that. There will be other courses as well, though. Josh will be taking over my digital illustration. I believe Faye is going to be taking over my figure drawing. There will also be animation, and there will be drawing and painting, if I remember correctly. Lots of camps happening this summer. Come vibe. Come say hi. Stop procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating. I genuinely just have a lot of work. And it's not my, it's like, it's one of my priorities, but I have like other deadlines that I need to reach as well in between. So it's like, I'm working on them like slowly. It'd be fun with the Runya. Yeah. I'm too busy with summer. Hey man. That's why you do my asynchronous ones, so then you don't have to be at a place every day. You can just watch videos at the end of the day. You get a pass, thank you. I do my best. Oh, why are there so many pings? Apologies. Okay. The furious typing. Apparently my typing sounds really loud over the microphone. And I'm like, I know that I'm not typing that intensely, but apparently it sounds really intense. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Nothing at all going on the other side of the screen. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Is there an age restriction on the camps? Not really. There are some camps that are, like, for younger kids, of course, but there are, like, my camps are, like, for adults and teens, so it's, like, It depends on the thing that you sign up for, really. Ugh, 4:30. I don't know if I have time to color this. We'll see. Trying to AE's camps in the spring. I did one of AE's camps in the spring, which was more for youth, and I still had fun. Yeah, for sure. Lots of different kinds of camps. I think my oldest student that I've ever had was like in their 40s. So, you know. No real age restrictions, I don't think. Stream is making me want to draw. Do it! Do it! Intensives are designed for a bit older and for adults, yes. Intensives are called intensives for a reason. They are intense. If I was doing like them live, I call it my art boot camp. I don't know if I have any past camp students in here. But if Joel was in here, he would know. If any of my other students were in here. Make your dreams come true. So true. Pulling my drawing camp. Yes, sir! Pulling out the drawing tablet. It's time! It's gonna be my first intensive. Should I be scared? Not really. Again, because I'm not, like, doing it, like, fully live. Instead of 2 projects a day, you're doing 1. So it's not as intense as my other ones. I'm like, yeah, it's like you have, like, some short things that you can do each day. Nothing too nutso. Normally, it would be 2 projects a day. And I would get you to do both projects in that day. And then you would have, like, 4 hours after class to submit. This one, technically, you have the entire day. Practice enough classes you can take it. Oh no, my camps are very different from my classes. Quinn, I don't think, has ever been to one of my mentorships either. So that's a little different as well. They're like my college course classes. What if they didn't submit, then they missed a day? Where I can't give them feedback. I don't chase after people. Like, I'm like, if you can't submit something, that's like up to you. And I'm like, I'm not one of those people who will chase after my students because I'm like, I understand that, like, life gets busy. But it's like, by comparison to my classes, it's like if you don't submit that day, then you can submit the next week and I could give you feedback. Or, like, if you submit really late, it's like, yeah, I can still give you feedback, like, weeks later. In terms of camps, once that week is over, I am no longer taking submissions for that anymore. So it's like, you essentially have a week to do all of your work. And if you don't submit it within that week, then I am no longer doing feedback for it. So it is like, you have a week restriction on all of your work from that week. I need to contact you about your art's extended warranty. Just try one out when I'm free. Yeah, man. I mean, we've got, like 2 weeks left of, like, the term, so not that much longer. I hate being an adult. I have to actually do things. Just want to sit around and draw all day. As the adult who does sit around and draw things all day, I wish I could do stuff. It is one of those things where it's like sometimes I have to make like the sacrifice. I'm like, sorry, can't go to that. I'm too busy. It's nice making your own schedule, but what sucks is self-regulation. Feels bad, man. Yep, it's just the adult life, unfortunately. Boots look fun. Yeah, man. They're actually a bit of a pain to draw. That's why I don't do demonias too often, but they're good enough. I'm looking at them now. They're a bit wonky, but I'm like, I'll live with it. Any tips for big projects that involve character design and development? Share your work with your friends. Share your work with your friends and people that you trust. Not just because, like, you want feedback or anything. Share them with them so that you can build hype with your friends, and in turn, that'll make you more excited to do the project. Like, I love sharing, like, panels and, like, designs and stuff with my friends because they get really hyped about it, and then I get really hyped about it, and it makes me want to work on it more. So, like, don't only share for the sake of, like, oh, I want feedback. Share also just for the sake of you wanting to share your work with other people. Because you'll find that it'll, like, really help boost your energy. Where does Neptune shop? Hot topic, Vampire Freaks. I need this information. Well, this is not her usual, like, fashion style. If I want to, she is actually a cyber, like, she is cybercore. So, like, if I get her clothing, like her canon outfits, she is very cybercore, very tech wear. Where are you? There you are. The 3 outfits that I've had for her so far. So this is the first outfit that I designed for her. Very techy. Very techwear-esque. Was my initial thought. My initial thought was I was gonna go for, like an orange monochromatic palette because I thought that would be fun. But then I started playing with it, and I'm like, I kind of like the cyberwear more. So I started going with, like, a more cyber kind of fashion, like, slightly street, slightly cyber. Which is kind of what I've been doing with her, and I really like the light blue and how it contrasts with the orange, so I've been doing that a lot more. And this is what she currently looks like. So this is what she currently looks like because we're on the mountain. So, she have a trader type? Yes, she's a psychic type specialist. She can speak into your brain. She has, for D&D people, she essentially has, free casts of message constantly. So she is able to just speak to you constantly in your brain. But eventually I want her to become an electric type specialist as well, but at current she is a psychic type specialist. So waiting for my answer. I wear cyber as well. It doesn't matter. It's looking good. I want to look like her. I mean, I don't know where those clothes are from. I kind of just went on Pinterest and... Oh, that's not true. Hang on. So sorry. This jacket is from Elfric Eden, if you actually want to get it. It's, Elfric Eden. I have an Elfric Eden Sherpa jacket, and it's the best thing ever. That's where this jacket is from, specifically, so if you wanted... It's not exactly the same, but it's very close. This is just a pleated, like, denim skirt. These are just leg warmers. These are, like, Nikes. Like, essentially just, like, blue Nikes is kind of just what I went off of. But yeah. Don't shop off of Shein. It's not nice. Psychic Electricity is a fun combo. Yeah, it's just the vibes I want for her. I don't build characters for power, I build them for story. So Neptune is, like, currently just trying to figure out who she is, and that's kind of just what she's doing on this journey. So, like, she grew up around a bunch of psychic-type specialists, and she, like, wants to see if that's what she still wants to do as well. Because she's not sure. Giving Winx Club, but cooler. You know what? I will 100% take that as a compliment. I thought the Winx Club characters looked so cool when I was a kid. Five foot 3, 90 pounds, 0 hips, and short legs. Nothing fits me. Oh no. I am built like the letter P, so it is also difficult for me to find clothes a lot of the time. I found the bohemian kind of hippie fashion looks really good on me, so that's like the summer wear that I have been going for. P. Yep. There you go. Built like the letter P. I am! I'm genuinely built like the letter P. Built like the lowercase I. That's real. I feel like a Beyblade campaign would be cool. I have never played Beyblade in my life. The thing that I did play was Bakugan. Currently live in Texas, so summer fashion is stay indoors because it's really hot. I feel like I have a friend who's from Texas, and he was like, I guess for the people in here who use the metric system like normal people, he essentially called like 26 degrees like cold, and I think I lost a bit of my soul because I was like, that's cold to you. Because up here, 26 is like you're burning alive. So I was like, also, I'm so sorry. I just called out every single American that's in chat right now. Metric temperatures just make more sense, okay? Freezing, 0 degrees. Boiling, 100 degrees. It just makes sense. It makes more sense. They do, though. It makes so much more sense. Celsius, it just makes so much more sense. 38 degrees at 11:30 p.m. Please, Amumu, tell me that that is not Celsius. I will cry for you if that is Celsius. Forty and 90% humidity. I will cry. I'm crying for you. I am sobbing for you. It is now 38 at night. Is disgusting. Oh my god. It's 15 right now, so it is pleasant at this moment. But like it's been 26 most of this week, and I'm so glad we've had air conditioning turned on because, like, I feel like I would have burned alive if not. Oh, this is awkward looking. That's good enough. 41 at noon. That's disgusting. I hate that for you. That's awful. I am a queen of the cold. I prefer the cold temperatures. I am like, I cannot stand the heat. I hate it. I would much rather be in the cold. But, like, this is why I'll stay up north. If I move any farther down south, I will burn alive. Like, I am cool up, I am good up here. Who says that, you? Yeah, the cold never bothered me anyway. Like to sleep at 20 Celsius. 20 is so hot. I'm like so uncomfortable at anything above 20. Like 20 and above is too hot for me. I'm like, I live within like 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. Like that is my vibe. Autumn, like weather and winter weather are like, yes, these are good temperatures. I think the coldest temp I've ever been in is like -30, and that was when I was younger. That, I think, my ears hurt while I walked outside. My entire body hurt while I was outside. The coldest I think I can stand is like -20, I think. But then again, I haven't been in a -20 hasn't happened in a very long time, so it makes me a little sad. What's Neptune's favorite cozy food? Her favorite, like, food in general is, like, cozy food. It's homemade deep dish pizza. Again, this girl lives off of, like, family-sized Doritos and Mountain Dew, and that is what she will, like, squirrel away to her room. Like, that is the vibe that she goes for herself. You gotta give them the... You know what I mean? Yeah! Neptune's least favorite food? That I haven't thought about. I have no clue. It's kind of funny. Both of my long campaign characters are like big fans of food. Then again, it's like Corn is like a big fan of food in the way where he'll kind of just eat anything. Neptune is just like kind of a foodie, I guess. It's like she'll just like... Nope, that's not true. She's not a foodie. She will like eat anything that has a high enough sodium level. A high enough sodium level, high enough sugar level, she's sated. Corn will genuinely eat anything. There's like a whole bit that Corn eats dirt, and like that is... he eats dirt and bugs, and that is not an exaggeration. I have had him eat bugs before, and it's great. He's just so into it. She better enjoy the New York pizza, because she comes from Castilia City. Dude, of course. She's like one of those, like, people... Like, it's like how New Yorkers are, like, very particular about their pizza. Like, she's very similar in that way. Least favorite food is anything healthy. Pretty much. Like, it's just like, if we have like a diagram, it's like enjoyment and then healthy. It's like that. Like, that's the diagram. You know what I mean? But she will, like, eat anything. Like, she's not a picky eater. Like, if people tell her, like, here, try this, she's like, okay. It's like, she won't argue with you. He's my son. I've had to eat bugs for it. It was great. No, but see, that Corn enjoys that. He grew up in, like, the forest, and that's just, like... I had, like, a bit of his lore be just, like, he, at one point, just ate a whole giant spider just because he was curious, and he really liked it. Like, he's just, like, again, Corn is your weird neighbor's kid that eats dirt and bugs. Like, that is essentially what Corn is he will just eat anything. Okay, I don't have time to color this, but I am gonna add a couple of accents. Because I can. A couple of accents and just, like, patterns. It might be better if it's, like... If you notice the repeated patterns of stars, this is me picking, like, a motif for the outfit, right? So, like, her main statement piece might be, like, this sweater or, like, one of the necklaces or whatever, and this is her, like, building this outfit around that starry theme. Right, so when you are coming up with outfits and stuff like that, again, picking your statement piece, your main piece to build everything around is really important. motif, yeah. Not to make fan art of your characters, of course. I would love fan art of my characters. I've got a lot of fan art of Corn. I love getting fan art just in general, though. Of course, you're never obligated to, but I love getting fan art of my characters. Neptune slays. She really does. It's like, Corn, again, is one of those characters. He's, like, a neighbor's kid, but he's also one of those characters that, like, shops at nothing but, like, children's place and, like, sport check, and that's about it, right? So it was, like, killed me a little inside that I didn't really have, like a fashion character. I get that with Neptune. Neptune is my fashion character, and then eventually Ethelon will be too, but I'm, like, having Neptune be, like, really into fashion is, like, like, finally, I can design more outfits for you, kind of thing. Haute couture, Corn eating bugs at a buffet, genuinely. I have, like, doodles of Corn in, like, fancier outfits. Like, there was one that I did for him for, like, the actual campaign itself, but I have one that is, like, a little more, like, comprehensive. I just don't know where it is. Oh, you know what, actually? It's a traditional sketch. Never mind. I can't grab it. It's in my sketchbook. Want a D&D character with the sass like Hades and Scar, but have the temper level of Hades? I feel like it'd be so much to play. I have never played Hades, so I wouldn't know. But, you know, that's up to you. It's your character. That's just something you can do. Like, you can just design that. It's like, I want a character that... Then you can make that. You can do that. Cool. Just so we're not here for just 10 more minutes, I'll draw one of Neptune's Pokemon. Just for fun. Do you guys want me to draw... Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 names. Alright. Oh, wait, I can make a poll, can't I? Okay. You guys are gonna pick which Pokemon I draw with Neptune. Only by their names. I said which Pokemon they are earlier. Alright, there's your poll. I said what Pokemon they are earlier, but you're gonna pick them based on only their names. So there's Tempo, there's Snare, and there's Sharp. So you guys can pick who we draw based on this. Pete is not winning. That's okay. I am, see, the best thing is that I am okay with drawing any of them. Okay, we're starting to get pretty close, so I am going to end the poll here. Tempo it is! Tempo is a Zebstrika, for those who don't know. So we're drawing a Zebstrika together. So that means I need to, like, make this canvas way bigger. You guys get to see how I draw Zebstrika. Democracy hype. For those who wanted to know and who do know Pokemon, Snare was a Whirlipede and Sharp was a Croconaw. I only like democracy when the option I vote for wins. Grr. It's okay, because now we get to see a cool horsey. Well, not that Pokemon, but yes, horse. For those who want to know what Snare looks like, I've drawn Neptune with Snare before. For one of my classes. Hang on. Which, it was 2024. Spring. Is it digital art? No, it's Mint. Here you are. Here's Neptune and Snare. Snare is so silly. I love drawing Snare. She's just a tire. Oh, you spelled horse. That's so funny. Snare is a W. We love Snare in this house. Slay. I don't know, I think it's called chandeliers, chandeliers. Uh-oh! Got it a little too, the brain rot is strong. Hey, hello. How are you, Colfer? Haven't seen you in a bit. Videos on facial expressions? I'm pretty sure we do. Kevin, you want to look around for that one for me? It's an old one for sure, but like I know that we have it. There it is. It's very funny because it's like if you watch me, if you see me draw, like how I draw a horse, it's very obvious where I learned how to draw horses. Like it becomes extremely obvious where I learned how to draw horses. Haunts. Love drawing horses. My Little Pony. Glad you knew. Glad you recognized. Like, if you see my old doodles of Blitzel, it is the most obvious thing in the world. Like, Zebstrika is kind of passable, but if you take a look at, like, Blitzel, it is, like, night and day. Like, it's like, oh yeah. I know I have some tempo, young tempo doodles in here somewhere. That's not even a question. Yeah. It's just so obvious. It's like, it is so like, yeah, you know? Literally Rainbow Dash. Excuse you, I referenced Princess Celestia. Yeah, I have a little Zebstrika and Blitzel sitting on my desk. It's like they're the sitting cuties. My partner got me the Blitzel for Christmas, and I went to a convention recently, and there was just a huge bin of the sitting cuties, and I was like, huh, wouldn't it be funny if I found like any of Neptune's Pokemon that wasn't like Totodile or Crocodile, because I have a Totodile plushie because it's just a lot easier to find. And then Zebstrika was at the bottom of the barrel, and I was like, oh, I bought it so fast. You don't understand. It is so like difficult to find any of Neptune's Pokemon. Like, I have a Venipede as well, and that was hard to get, because, like, again, my partner got it for me. A singular nail? No, sorry, I realize I drew that wrong. It's like this. Blitzel has the singular nail. But no, Zebstrika has the full hoof. Will this be colored? No, because there's a minute left of stream. Not even an impulse buy, just a duel with your wallet. Bro, nah, it wasn't a duel because I won immediately. You can't call it a fight if the fate has already been decided, you know? Yeah! They're so cool! There we go. So Neptune stands out a bit more. Cool and epic! And let me just make some adjustments here so that this stands out a bit more. Cool. You can just pretend that this is all, like, black, because that's how Zebstrika looks. Because he uses it like a zebra. Neptune looks like he's about to lick Neptune's hair. I mean, he's done it before. Alright, friends. That is 5 o'clock. Thank you all so much for joining me today on Outfit Design Day. Yippee! Apologies for those of you who have been here the entire time and you had to deal with the beginning of stream. So sorry. My fault. But, like, you know, we made it. We got there by the end. For those of you who are new here and don't know too much about us, hey, welcome. WayneCanvas.com. Check out the classes that we offer over there. Classes for the spring are just finishing up, but summer classes and summer camps are just coming up. So check out the enrollment. Check out what we offer over there at WayneCanvas.com. These that you see in front of you, the lesson from today and the illustration will both be available on our Discord to download for free as JPEGs. So those are down there for you. You can also submit for what would normally be the beginning of stream, where you get to show off your work at the beginning. And that would normally be the beginning of stream. And if you would like working files, probably not this one, but if you want working files for the, oh my god, help me? If you want working files, for, things monthly, you have to join our Patreon or become a member. Other things that include with the membership are discounts on classes and weekly critiques over on Discord, so be sure to check those out. Critiques also include being in calls with some of our streamers. That includes me and Josh and Iggy and Faye. So if you want to join a Discord call with us, hey, become a member. This Saturday, you are with me once again, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Unless I'm fried. Nope, you are with me this coming Friday. I will have to, oh gosh, I have to make that public. I will be fixing your backgrounds, so make sure that you come join me this Saturday as I take a look at your backgrounds and I will fix them for you. And then on the Sunday, you will be with, it looks like, Iggy, and you guys will be learning how to draw human perspective for beginners. Pretty epic. But alright, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see y'all this Saturday. Au revoir, bye-bye.